Now we're live.
Hey.
All right, Nate. I'll stop you from jumping the gun this time.
No worries.
All right. Welcome back, universe, to Off the Rails with Tom and Mark, episode 66, our first ever 66th episode.
Hey, welcome, kids, to the Coldwell Banker Home Sale Realtor Studios.
And if you're looking to buy or sell a home or a career in real estate, email Roy at cbhsr.com or give him a call, 414-235-0763. I hear myself on there, so that must mean we're on Facebook Live, but we did lie, Nate. We're not on Twitch today.
It happens. Technical difficulties. They're being, a little judgmental about it.
Well, Facebook does not let us stream in the high definition. We got better quality cameras than what they let us stream. We have only one streaming available, so we're setting up another camera to try to get that set up for next week, so sorry about that. And as I said before, we are the glue that holds Facebook together.
That is true. Like, you said Mark Zuckerberg lost a bunch of money
$18 billion last time we didn't stream on Facebook, so we better keep them going. So today we're here. No Mark, he's doing some holiday stuff with the family, but we got the new internet. New internet is sweet in the studio. What else do we got going on? We're going to be adding a camera, maybe two or some more, get some multi-shot stuff going on, right, Mal?
Oh, yeah. That sounds great.
All right. So what are we going to talk about today? Today we talk about some New Year's traditions around the world. There is a super blood wolf moon. Kevin Spacey has lost his mind before he goes to prison. Artie Lang's nose decided to implode worse than his career. We let you know what Bird Box is all about. We talk about comedian behavioral agreements that are the new thing that comics have to sign. Nate will read the comics, and we love that idea, you reading the comics, so we're ironing it out. We're going to give it a try today. Today you brought some comics, but first, did Grover swear?
What?
Yep. All right.
Not Grover.
This is the new Yanny or Laurel thing that's taken the internet by surprise. So
trying to sneak in a swear?
Trying to sneak in a swear? I don't know. What do you guys hear?
Move the camera! Yes! Yes, that sounds like an excellent idea! Move the camera! Yes! Yes, that sounds like an excellent idea!
It sounds like he's saying...
Wait, where is he supposed to be swearing? I heard yes, that sounds like an excellent idea.
That's what you heard?
Yeah. I heard it's a fucking excellent idea.
Yeah. All right.
Really?
Let's try it again.
I heard yes, that sounds like an excellent idea.
Move the camera! Yes! Yes, that sounds like an excellent idea!
I heard it sounds like an excellent idea.
I heard it's
How is that supposed to sound like him swearing? I don't understand.
See, half the people are hearing that's an excellent idea, and I'm hearing that's a fucking excellent idea.
Yeah, I think Grover swore.
He said yes twice.
He got overexcited, the character, and maybe he wants to be his last day on set. Who knows?
Are they hiding subliminal messaging in our Sesame Street?
What does anybody else out there here? Do we got anybody here?
If anybody's watching, tune in. Let us.
Yes, that sounds like an excellent idea!
Right there.
Yeah.
Yes, that sounds like an excellent idea! Yes, that sounds like an excellent idea! Yes, that sounds like an excellent idea!
I still hear that sounds like an excellent idea.
You don't hear that.
Wow. Are your ears blocking the swear words?
I thought I corrupted you enough that you would hear that. One more time.
Move the camera! Yes! Yes, that sounds like an excellent idea!
Even his Muppet mouth made the motion.
No, I think you guys are full of crap.
No?
That's definitely the F word was being said.
You guys with your old ears.
Nope, I'm hearing
Just wanting to hear the swear words so bad.
you know how I grew up, correct? With my father? All right. Well, I hear the swear. You guys
We got people watching, but no comments yet. I know there's a little bit of a delay. Oh, hold on.
Okay.
Skeeter Wellhouse says, I hear the F word.
Yeah, that's my cousin.
Is it like...
Right there.
Yeah.
I don't hear it.
It's so weird.
No matter how many times you play it, I still hear, yes, that sounds like an excellent idea.
Yes, that sounds like an excellent idea!
Yes, that's a fucking excellent idea. That's what I hear.
Yes, that sounds
Maybe we're
like
going
an
crazy.
excellent
Maybe,
idea.
maybe we're.
No. Right here.
I wish there was like a slow motion of it.
I don't think it matters.
I'm trying to pause it here. Okay.
I know the Yanny versus Laurel, they said it was the frequency, and it was like what frequencies you hear better. And if you...
A lot of the reviews on this YouTube saying that people can't hear it, and then a lot of people are saying, Grover's got a potty mouth. So I hear it.
We have a Blaine saying he hears the F-bomb as well.
There we go.
Blaine. Yes.
Yes, Blaine. Yeah. Molly's just too pure.
I think it's just...
Blaine is our ear witness.
Frequencies. I don't know.
Blaine from... Green River, Wyoming. He came up to Chicago.
See, I was going to say maybe it's a male thing, but now we have a female
saying she hears it too.
Saying that she hears the F-bomb. I don't hear it at all.
Are we on your comedy page too?
Like yes.
Yes. Okay.
Both pages.
Good. The Milwaukee comedy scene page at all?
I don't know how to. I don't think I can share to that because I'm.
Oh, you're part of it. I shared it last week, so.
I'm trying to hear the F-bomb, and I can't, no matter how hard I try.
One more time. How do you not hear that?
I hear, yes, that sounds like an excellent idea. That's what I hear.
I think you're choosing not to hear it.
John Beaudry also says, totally sounds like potty mouth.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know, guys. I don't hear it. I'm trying to hear it, but I don't hear it.
You just don't want to lose your innocence with Sesame Street. I think that's what...
I am way outnumbered here.
Your childhood is blocking the negativity of...
Yes, because I don't have a potty mouth.
Okay.
No, I'm just saying, like, I'm sure we all watch this as children, so you don't want to lose that innocence of watching a very popular kids TV
I lost
network.
that innocence about a year ago when I realized they were all monsters for the first time.
Huh.
I had no idea they were all monsters.
Yeah.
What do we got there?
Tina says she agrees with the Laurel and Yanny thing. If she focused hard enough, she can hear both.
Okay.
I can't, though. I'm trying.
One more go.
Yes, that sounds like an excellent idea.
That is a fucking excellent idea. All right. Well,
is there like backlash from this? Like, are they?
Oh, I'm sure there is.
I don't think there's backlash because I don't think it was on purpose, and I think people are just hearing it, like she said, with the frequency thing.
Grover's new book. There's a monster at the end of this fucking book.
Excellent. Whoever that was gets one of them.
That was Skeeter.
All right, you guys, since we're doing some Twitter videos, have you heard about the new Kevin Spacey news? Kevin Spacey.
Yeah, this one he might get in a lot of trouble for.
Oh, he's in a lot of trouble.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing.
Well, let's explain the Kevin Spacey news. He has not been seen for a year. He's taken all of his money and just disappeared after the charges came out, sexual allegation charges. He went to a sex rehab. He spent half his time there and said, that's enough. I'm Kevin Spacey. Left, and no paparazzi. Nobody's seen him at all.
Which is a smart move,
Let it blow over.
Yeah. And so this allegation, and he made a video, which it's pretty compelling of...
charges came forward now, finally.
Yeah.
And on Christmas Eve, he made a video.
And...
in response.
It's pretty compelling about you don't listen to all the facts, do you? And make judgments without seeing the facts, would you? Or something like that.
This is what it's called. It's called Let Me Be Frank. That was his character.
Yeah.
All right.
Frank Underwood from
House of Cards.
House of Cards.
So he's doing dishes.
Oh, sure, they may have tried to separate us, but what we have is too strong. It's too powerful. And after all, we shared everything, you and I. I told you my deepest, darkest secrets. I showed you exactly what people are capable of.
All right, I'm going to pause it right there. This is a man who just had, like, the FBI hand him charges, felony sexual assault charges. So he comes out with this video where he's, like, doing dishes in a kitchen in character of House of Cards. I'm pretty sure his lawyer did not approve this, and whatever PR department he has working for is not doing their job.
Yeah.
I shocked you with my honesty, but mostly I challenged you and made you think. And you trusted me. son, no matter what anyone says. And besides, I know what you want. You want me back. Of course, son.
By the way, the new season of House of Cards, not that good.
Not that good?
Not that good.
Not that good without Kevin Spacey?
Yeah.
This goes on like this in character for another 2 minutes. We'll kind of skip
Day that soon enough
to the end
you
here.
will know the full truth. Oh, wait a minute. Now that I think of it, you never actually saw me die, did you?
This is just creepy. All right.
Yeah.
It's just so weird.
So the allegation is, the charges against him is from an 18-year-old that he met at a bar.
Yep.
Fed him drinks.
Stroked him off.
Stroked him off.
For 3 minutes.
Yes. Okay, listen, 3 minutes is a long time, especially being stroked off by another dude. You know what I'm saying?
3 seconds is a long time.
Yeah. So why didn't the kid just jump off? Hey, man, not cool.
The kid's defense is he was underage drinking and didn't want to. I don't know. I guess he wanted to drink that bad that
He
like
also
Kevin Spacey.
he also Instagrammed it live too.
Yeah, he's got video of it.
Yeah, it's like, why would you like?
Kevin Spacey's given me an old fashioned.
Yeah, you're definitely into it at this point in time.
Yeah.
And he said he was 23 to Kevin. That's
yes.
And you don't check if you go hit on girls at bars or whatever, you don't check IDs.
Yeah, that should have been done at the door.
Yeah.
But he was a bus boy, so I don't know. I guess he was bragging about his monster dong size and wanted to take the kid back, which is fine.
Like Mark Wahlberg in Boogie
Nights.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of allegations coming out, and I just don't think this is the video you put out. This is the first we've seen you in a year.
Just like a weird, creepy video. Like
Christmas Eve night.
It's weird.
Because I had a whole Kevin Spacey story about how he wasn't seen
and then
preparing for the show, and then this dropped, and I'm like, ooh, this just got crazy.
I don't know. I don't condone, I guess, the semi, raping of a busboy.
Well, I would hope not.
But but this just it just shuts down everything. Going out to a bar and hitting on people. That's over now. You can't do it anymore. Yeah. And so how do you do you go to Walmart to meet people now? Is that it?
Well, I mean, I don't.
Reaching your hand down someone's pants, that's a how do you do,
Yeah. Like, if that happened to me, I would have been off the seat. I don't know. Maybe I would Facebook Live it, Hey, look, check it out. It's Kevin Spacey's
He's
hand.
giving me a hand job.
I don't know. Like,
I'll finish for 30 likes.
Wow.
He did a weird thing, and the kid did a weird thing. And it's... And he's 18, so it's, legally okay, I guess. But
3
not
minutes
drinking.
of dry hand job is consent in my book.
Yeah. Yeah, if you go past the minute, you're like either into it or really, really scared. But did you see the video? He looks like you can take him over, Yeah. He's old, fat.
I don't know what you're doing tonight, busboy, but your dick's coming with me, so you can join it. But we're going back to my hotel
literally
room.
strong-armed him.
Yeah. Your dick's coming home with me, so you can follow along or you can Facebook.
And first of
Live
all,
it.
as an 18-year-old, you shouldn't accept drinks from people. But no, you wanted to have a few drinks. You wanted to hang out with a celebrity. And you know what he's capable of from other stories, I would assume.
Yeah. I
don't know. It's a gray area with that, I think. Again, for me, I would jump off immediately off the chair and run for the hills.
Yeah, but he's 18. He's not supposed to be drinking. It's Kevin Spacey. There's so many things going.
But you
got to
think about your comedy
doesn't
career.
mean it's consent.
How good that that story would play out on stage.
I would definitely let it happen. I'm saying yes. Yes. I definitely for the story, for
For
sure.
the act.
Yeah.
But it's still inappropriate in any.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'd write a book about it. My time with Kevin Spacey's hand.
3 minutes of fame.
I mean, there's no excuse for.
And it,
his actions.
all joking aside, it's just it's a sad, life for Kevin right now.
Blaine says, "Meet me in the hardware department of Walmart."
You got it, dude.
Oh, awesome. Yeah. Okay, well.
Yeah, so he should be charged, but I don't know. It's up to the courts. I'll just say that. It's up to the courts.
I think we're going to be revisiting this story because I think Kevin Spacey really lost it now. So, strap
How long has
in.
it been since he's been in anything?
It's been over a year since he's been seen by the cameras. Any camera. A paparazzi, anybody trying to get a hold of him.
Well, he was in a Mark Wahlberg film, but they edited him out and put Christopher Plummer.
Yeah.
He spent millions of dollars doing that.
Really?
Yeah.
Because of all of this?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Hollywood's going down. Good job, you too. Or me too.
You too.
Me too.
You too, the band?
So, here's another comedian since I got you here. I got some comedy stories here. Have you seen what happened to Artie Lang's nose?
Yeah, it's Coke nose, for sure.
This poor schlup here. Can we spin that just when we get a view here? Oh boy, view image.
Yeah, he
Look
over the drug use and.
Look at that nose.
Wow.
Here, give.
But
that
he's
to the
clean.
camera
He's
here.
clean.
He got clean.
I don't
Yeah.
know if it'll show up.
Oh, you don't know if it'll show up here?
Try.
Yeah, give her a little.
Yeah, if you Google Artie Lang, you'll see pictures of him on Twitter and Instagram and.
Showing up or no, Mo?
Kind of.
Okay.
And if you're subscribed to Compound Media with Anthony Cumia, he was just on it with my good friend Dave Landau, who's a second mic of the show, and talk about how he's 45 days clean from heroin and all that jazz. And that's what it'll do. The kids, this is the truth about drugs. If you overdo it, especially those hard, nasty drugs, your nose will be deflated.
Derek says dope nose.
Jump nose. Yeah, it looks like if you made a head out of clay and tried to rob Kevin McAllister on Christmas.
It's bad.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's getting his life back in
This
order.
is not the first time this guy's been struggling with.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, he's off and on, but I think
A couple suicide
Yeah.
attempts too.
Yeah.
The last time was really bad. I think he took a bunch of pills and stabbed himself in the stomach
with
13
a butcher
times
knife.
with a
Yeah,
butcher knife.
Yeah.
And his comedy's kind of, I think drugs have affected the way he is because it used to be like insult comedy to shock comedy to just uncomfortable, mean comedy.
Yeah.
He's been banned from ESPN, HBO, and you can't just keep getting banned from places. And now Howard Stern, he was famous on Mad TV and Howard Stern show, but Howard Stern doesn't think that, with him trying to get sober, putting him back on the show is a good idea. It just puts him in.
Yeah. Well, he quit the Howard Stern show.
Yeah,
a
he
few
offered
times.
he offered it back to him,
Yeah.
but then he reneged on the offer.
Howard Stern did.
Yeah, he said, "No, I really want to see you get better."
Liability.
But
Yeah, it's a
he's gotta
liability
get his
for
stuff
sure.
straightened
well,
out
if he does
first.
care about him and says, "Dude, if you're on my show, you're gonna have all kinds of money and you're gonna be in New York," and
Well, it's like Richard Pryor was supposed to be in Blazing Saddles, but because of his drug and alcohol problems, he was a liability, and so they got somebody else.
Derek says, I hate to be real, but I don't buy the sobriety. He says that every time he gets up against the wall, but always falls back.
It's true. I mean, that's a good horse to bet on for sure, definitely. But I give everybody a benefit of the doubt.
I think the
Yeah.
legal system is kind of. He got some felony charges and stuff, so I think like with 3 years probation, he really has no choice or go to jail at this point.
Yeah.
It's caught up to him, so he may have to or
Or go to jail.
go to jail. That's
Boy,
pretty
he
much.
looks rough, though.
Yeah, he's.
Yep.
I mean, the cartilage in his nose is just gone now, so he's gonna have to get that fixed. But he's got a name, and he can. Everybody likes the comeback story,
Yeah, I mean,
but it's hard to be a comeback story when your comedy is I'm the biggest asshole you'll ever meet.
Yeah, he's got a heart of gold sometimes.
Yeah.
But if you look at old Mad TV clips, the one where he plays the Black Mama,
Yeah.
just full of energy. It's a completely different Artie Lang, and just I'll break my foot up in your ass. It's a great sketch.
Yeah.
But so if you look at that and then look at him today, a completely different person, and that's probably due to with all the drugs affecting his brain and nose. Creed 3, the Coke battle.
So how much mental illness do you see in the comedy scene?
There's quite. I mean, yeah, we all have demons and skeletons in our closets, and
It's just a way for people who are really good at coping with their demons. Like if
yeah.
comedy's a way to cope, if you end up being really funny, you can kind of say, hey, my coping mechanism can actually make a living out of it. So
Yeah, definitely. It saved me a few times.
yeah.
Yeah. I go to some dark places sometimes, believe it or not.
Do that.
Yeah.
So,
Depression kicks in, and then you just, you worry too much, and then you lock yourself in your room for a few days and don't come out. But comedy does put a bright, shining light on you, and you could work out your frustrations on the stage in a hopefully funny, clever way.
and you don't lose it on the stage?
Yeah, try not to do that. Yeah.
Try not to do it. So,
I'm getting better at that, not losing it off on hecklers or whatnot, just letting it slide. I used to just be mean to them.
yeah.
Now I'm taking a different approach. I don't know. Who knows? But sometimes I still get mean at hecklers. So don't heckle. That's the lesson of this. Don't do coke and heckle.
Who would heckle you, Nate?
You'd be surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people go out to heckle.
Yeah. They think I'm helping the show.
Yep.
No, you're not. You're not helping the show.
That's nice.
Brendan O'Day of the Hobbit Trail. He says, "Hey, I wasn't writing my jokes at Starbucks and then implanted your name here. That didn't happen."
Yeah. All right. So where are we going to see you next? Let's just plug some shows coming up.
I got a lot of things coming up. January 12th, tonight. If you hear this, if you're in Milwaukee, go to the Underground Comedy Club at the Grand Avenue Mall in the basement. I'm doing a roast battle. I'm battling Carter Deems. He's a rap battler and comic and a very, very nice guy, like the sweetest man you'll ever meet. And I'm going to take great pleasure taking him down.
Making him cry.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So that's happening tonight at 8 p.m. I believe it's $10 a ticket. I believe I could be wrong. At the Grand
worth
Avenue
the
Mall.
price.
It's worth the price. And then the winners of the battles will do a set at the end of the show or at the end of the battles.
How many people are in it?
There are 4 sets for
Okay.
go
4
atters.
battles?
Yeah.
So
4.
8 people?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that'd be exciting. January 12th, I'm at Sobo's Tap in Greenfield with a bunch of local comics.
Nate and Friends.
That's at Roscoe's.
Nate and Friends is at
January
Roscoe's.
26th. Nate Ford and Friends at Roscoe's, which is in West Alice, 4 miles away from Sobo's Tap. So there's some beef going on. There's a fight, which I think that'd be good publicity.
Yep. Between 2 pubs fighting over you.
Yeah, it's the way I like it.
Sweet.
That's what happens when you're too sexy.
Then the Hobbit Trail just booked a show in St. Nazianz Friday, February 15th at Meat's Opera House.
Meets Opera House.
Yep, a guy named Meat.
A guy named
Real
Meat.
name, yeah, real name Eric, but he goes by Meat's Opera House.
Okay.
And Haas, it's Haus. It's in St. Nazianz. It's kind of near Chilton, between Chilton and Manitowoc area, and it's the Hobbit Trail Valentine show. So come celebrate love with 2 single guys telling dick jokes. Yeah, that's what's more love than that.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Both people can win that way.
Yeah, exactly.
The lady gets to go out. The guy gets dick jokes. It's a win-win.
And then also the first Wednesday of February, I'm doing the Twisted Laugh comedy show at the Twisted Path Distillery, hosted by Jeffrey Spankowski.
Okay.
You're busy.
Yeah, it's picking up.
Speaking of Twisted, we should plug the Twisted Dreams Film Festival that we are going to be attending April 4th through the 7th at the Times Cinema. We'll be broadcasting there and doing some live events.
Where can people get tickets if they're interested in going? Do we know?
Just go to twisteddreamsfilmfestival.com.
I think so. I think that's the best way to do it, or in person, or
You'll be able to get there. There's going to be all kinds of shows, movies, bands. It's getting bigger. We're going to have Chris House on next week talking about it. But Nate's got his hat in the ring to be a movie judge like I am.
Yeah, I thought, well, if Tom can do it, I want to host the Oscars.
Hey,
Tom.
it's still not a no.
Yeah.
I'd watch Tom hosting the Oscars.
That would be
We
good.
had a comment from Lisa saying if anyone hasn't seen Artie in Beer League and Dirty Work, classic comedies.
Great movies, yeah. Dirty Work and
Beer League.
Yeah. I mean, he's had his very great moments in life, and now it's those great moments led to a lot of bad things, and now it's catching up to him, and that's what's happening. And I wish him nothing but the best, and hope sobriety does take off well for him.
I think a lot of times people have a lot of confidence in themselves that, I don't need total sobriety. I can get sober for a while, then manage my drugs. And that usually doesn't work out the best.
Mark just joined. Hey, Mark.
Hey, Mark's here.
Hello, Mark.
Well, as long as Mark's here, let's
sobriety's a bitch.
Have you heard about the bird box?
About the birds, word, a bird.
Nice.
Let's talk about the bird box. Everybody's, hey, I get a well done from Molly. All right, the Bird Box movie. Everybody's talking about it. It's Sandra Bullock, which Molly looks a little bit like Sandra Bullock, minus the butt chin. Hey, when the lights are dim and I want to hurry things up, you are close enough to Sandra Bullock to get it done.
Not even close.
If I've just had enough.
Is that your hall pass,
Mark
Sandra
said-
Bullock?
Sandra Bullock, yeah.
Mark says if Nate hosts the Oscars, I'll do the red carpet interviews.
What?
Why is he
You're out of the running.
What the hell?
If Tom hosts them, I don't want to be anywhere near them.
You know what? I'll just go over here and fuck myself while Nate hosts the Oscars. What the hell's going on, Mark?
Tom, your mom says awesome, very tense. I'm guessing she's talking about Bird Box.
Bird Box. Okay, we'll get back to Bird.
Yeah,
All of a sudden, Nate's hosting the Oscars,
Yeah, I
taking
know.
the job.
Mark's giving your job away.
All right.
Hey, see what happens when you feed a comic? He keeps coming back.
I know.
For more.
I brought Nate a home cooked meal today when I picked him up.
It
was
was very
very weird.
delicious.
It's very weird handing another grown man food. Here you go.
Is it weird? It's more like
I thought it was weird because I waited for you to come all the way down the stairs to go back up the stairs to put it away.
You also let me do some exercise
You
today.
just wanted to watch him leave him.
Yeah. And then I said,
Up the
and here's
stairs.
some bread when he came down the second time.
Go
Oh,
slower this time.
here's some fixings. Here's some side dishes.
Sexy
Yeah.
man.
And
Here's
can you show me where your
Here's some
bathroom
homemade eggnog.
is? Yeah. Anyway, Bird Box. We're back on Bird Box.
So a lot of people have been talking about it, saying negative things about it. A lot more than
Really?
positive. For my Facebook feed, at least, just saying that it's
it was positive that I was seeing, and now it's gone all negative.
that it was a cheesy story. The ending was bad, and whatnot. And for me, I liked it. I actually liked it. I watched it. I liked it. It was. I was telling Tom in the car that on the way up here that it's if M. Night Shyamalan was trying to attempt at a movie,
Happening.
The Happening, and didn't quite make it that well. I thought that movie was cheesy and stupid.
I didn't like The Happening.
Yeah, that's
I
what I'm
liked
saying.
this better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm saying that this is they took The Happening and made it 10 times better.
Yeah.
I think I know why everybody has a problem with it. And it's because they don't explain what is happening.
Well, that
But
would
our
take away from it.
characters do not know what is happening.
Yeah, I think that adds to
Right.
the intensity.
I liked that they didn't explain what these creatures were or where they came from, kind of, because it just.
Well, can we spoil it a little bit or no?
No,
I
wouldn't.
There's a.
Everybody's talking about it, so we won't spoil it. But it's kind of like the happening where everybody gets sick and suicidal.
Yeah. Except for the crazies.
Except for crazy people.
Who are already crazy to begin with, so now they just see the truth.
Now the crazy people rule the world. They can do whatever they want.
Pretty much.
I thought it was very tense. I liked the way that it switched back and forth between like the current time and, when it started, basically. So you're getting the story as it goes. I really liked it. It was tense. It was intense.
And the ending, I really enjoyed the ending.
Yes,
that was
me
a well
too.
done. I thought that made sense.
That guy is in like everything, and he never plays a normal guy.
Pruitt. Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy at the end.
He's either a crazy person, a blind person.
Well, he's got those twitchy eyes.
Yeah.
And everything.
Got those eyes.
Yeah.
But John Malkovich is in it. Little Rel, a comedian from Chicago who's making it big
I
in
like
Hollywood.
John Malkovich's character because he was such an asshole, but he said, "I'm always right." And it turns out in the movie,
He's right.
he's right about everything. And even Sandra Bullock goes, "Yeah, sometimes you need an asshole." Trying to say like
He
my
said
dad was
there's
an
two
asshole.
people in the world. There's assholes and dead people. And he said that he was always right.
And he
I
wasn't.
liked his character. I was like, don't shut him in the garage. Listen to him. He's right.
Oh, when
Shut
we
him,
were
he's right.
screaming about the Molly and I were it's midnight and we're screaming at the TV. Why don't you just live in the grocery store? And John Malkovich's character is sure enough. Hey, why the fuck aren't we just living here? Like, yes.
Ron, we've got a comment from Ron saying, I'm all for the ending they used, but I was like, oh, that's the twist? Okay.
Well, I don't
That
think
kinda-
they were
if
going for a twist.
Were they saying that there was a twist ending?
Yeah, no.
I didn't hear that there was a twist ending.
It might have.
Well,
I just liked the ending. It
Yeah.
wasn't a twist.
Yeah, it was kind of a nice, pleasant ending,
Yeah.
There's a happy ending.
Spoiler.
not really. I mean,
It's a weird existence from here on out, but
what do they do? Where do they get food? Where do they farm? Or what do they?
so many questions.
It's not over.
Yeah. You
Crazy
think there's
people can come in.
going to be a sequel? Bird Box 2? What's in the box?
I'd watch the sequel. But the whole time I was like, those birds, they would never have survived the journey that they went on.
And
in
they're
that
really good
little
at finding like
cardboard
the
box.
cutest kids to bring you into, hoping
They're
that
adorable.
nothing happens to them.
Those
Well,
kids were
the
adorable.
birds were kind of a key part in the thing too. So that's look for that. That's I kind of went back and watched it again and parts of it, and then
Your mom says, see why I love birds.
Yes, they know crazy people. They go nuts. All our birds go nuts at our house.
Because we're all crazy. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
so
I
yeah,
liked
I would say watch it. Yeah, especially if you have a Netflix account, go ahead and watch it. Do it.
Bird Box 2, even flappier.
Even flappier. That's funny.
Well, Mark says, not everything can be Walking Dead, a never-ending drama.
Oh, this could be. All right.
It could be. I enjoyed it, and I don't understand where all the hate's coming from. Stop hating.
It's because people didn't get the, was it a biblical thing that caused it? Was it natural? Was it, they never answered anything.
I liked that. I think it would have ruined it if they had.
Okay.
The unknowing, and that's pretty religious too.
Yeah. You got to see it. That's the point.
Yep.
If everybody's talking about it, you have to see it and have an opinion, or you just sit there while everybody else is having fun talking about it.
I mean, I would get it's like The Happening. So yeah, maybe that's why people didn't like it, because it's Hollywood doesn't have a original thought in their heads anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I could buy that argument. But as far as the actors in it were really good. Even that Olivia, she's in a few Netflix movies. Pumpkin, where she plays a fat were the beauty pageants.
Yeah, I saw that movie. It was a good movie.
To upset her mother,
It was cute.
played by Jennifer Aniston.
All right.
We've got another comment from Ron saying Black Mirror Bandersnatch is amazing, and that's the
Heard
second
that
time
one.
in 2 days
All right, Black Mirror next week. I'm writing
that I've
that
heard
down.
of that. It's supposed to be an interactive movie that has 5 different endings,
Well, if you watch
like the Goosebumps. Like
if you watch Black Mirror, the TV series, which is
No.
a brilliant TV series, I would recommend watching that just to get the idea of.
I was going to say, do
what,
you have to watch that to watch this?
No, you don't have to watch it, but just to get the idea of what it's kind of about, like what the writer and the whatnot, because each episode is different, but it just gives you a flavor of what you're about to witness.
Mark says, like Clue, the movie.
Yeah.
And we got Rod saying,
Choose your own adventure.
Okay.
Remember those books? Choose
didn't
your own
hate it
adventure.
and didn't love it. It's getting a lot of comparison to A Quiet Place. Really? I haven't seen The Quiet Place
Yeah,
yet.
like I said, there's not really original ideas out there, but except for Black Mirror is pretty original. So, just
Okay.
saying.
We'll have to watch it.
All right, that's on the docket.
Coming up.
So, Nate, what do you got planned for New Year's?
New Year's, I'm going to hang out with the Hunker Man moving crew at their place. We're going to play some Cards Against Humanity, do some drinking, and celebrate the new year.
Fun?
Yeah. Do you want to know what people do around the world?
Yes, I do.
All right.
I thought you would
I
never
don't.
ask.
Well,
What do they do in China?
oh, jeez.
He's got a list. Let him go
Oh,
through
okay.
it.
Go through your list.
Don't ruin Tom's
China's
list.
not on the list.
Well, we don't care about China, right?
Oh, that's not true.
Just kidding.
All right. Single women in Belarus line up in an orderly fashion and lay a small piece of corn on the ground, and a rooster is released.
I saw that in a movie.
Wait, to eat the corn? What
And
is
whoever's corn is the next to be married.
Oh, gotcha. Whoever's corn the rooster goes to
Yes.
eat.
So if the cock comes after you,
Are the single females clothed?
oh jeez, that
I'm
is.
sure they are.
I'm gonna say no. We're gonna say no.
Seems like a ritual with no
Yeah.
clothing.
Email me some hate, Belarus. Bring it on.
What? Yeah, yeah.
All our Belarus
They did this in
listeners.
England also. I know that Bolivia and I believe England. They put coins in their cake, and whoever gets a coin is lucky.
Chokes on it to death.
Bites a coin, a germ-filled,
Yeah.
filthy piece of coin.
Well, have you seen their teeth?
Maybe stop putting coins in your cake.
Yeah.
Brazil, it's good.
Wouldn't that be unlucky if you did like choke on the coin by accident because you like cake so much and you just starved it down and then you die from the coin? Where's your luck then?
There you go.
There's a flaw in this, England.
Okay. In Brazil, you need to splash your head. You jump 7 waves in the ocean and then splash your head for good luck.
7 waves?
7 waves. And then you splash your head. I don't know. This is weird traditions around the world.
Yeah.
So I know people think it's weird that we kiss in America. That's a weird tradition for some people. Kissing a loved one.
I don't kiss a loved one. I kiss random people. That's probably why I'm going to court.
So watch out on New Year's, Vern.
So in Colombia, they like to walk around with empty suitcases for good luck in travel. So on New Year's Day, everybody walks around with an empty suitcase. That is very odd. Smash plates against your best friend's door in Denmark.
Okay. Opa. Opa? You know,
Yeah,
So
I was gonna say, it's-
if you
it's
want your
Opa.
friend to have good luck the next year, you go up to their door and you smash plates against it.
You'd think that would actually do damage to the doors.
I know in Ecuador they burn scarecrows.
of
for good
course.
luck.
Why not?
In Estonia, I could get behind this. They just feast as much as they can. 7, 9, or 12 meals
Wow.
in one day. The more you eat, the more abundant your year ahead.
I do that every day. What do you?
They do that in Hungary, but it's all
I'm Estonia all the way.
Right? And what Nate's doing next year for New Year's.
In Japan, they ring the bells 108 times because there's 108 evil passions that lurk within all of us, and the bells scare each and every one of them away.
Huh.
There's 108 evils, if you were ever wondering.
Do they have a list of what each of these evils are?
I don't have them.
Yeah.
In Romania, they talk to cows. They whisper their secrets.
They whisper their like confessions.
I'm going to drink your
Confessions to a
milk.
cow.
Communicate with animals.
I like rubbing your udders.
I painted the tips red for me.
Poor cow. This again.
I'll be your cowboy.
All right. The tradition of first footing in Scotland dictates that the first visitor to your house after midnight must bring a gift of coal or bread to bring good luck for the year. In South Africa, you get rid of old unwanted furniture out the window. Boom.
Just out the window.
It's
Be
out the
gone,
window.
couch.
Now, Molly and I, we practiced this. We met a Spanish girl who taught us this. She was very awesome. 12 grapes in 12 seconds at the countdown to midnight.
So you stuff all these grapes in your mouth, and then you still
Kiss.
with your mouth full of grapes.
Just
Yeah.
juice running. It's a lot of fun. I recommend everybody do the grapes.
So much fun.
In Switzerland, they do ice cream hurling.
Ice cream
Hurling.
hurling. Like
The tradition
throwing ice
is
cream.
to hurl ice cream on the floor at midnight.
That's terrible.
I
That's
know.
horrible.
It sounds messy.
In Thailand, they do a massive bucket.
I would never
of
do
water.
that to ice cream.
Why would you waste ice cream? like
Yeah.
that?
I don't know. Ask the Swiss.
I'm a little sad about that.
Sorry.
Swiss.
In Turkey, they do red underwear for good luck. On New Year's Eve, everybody wears red underwear.
I'm curious why red.
That's just, I don't know.
I didn't.
What
know
did they do for Valentine's Day then?
No underwear.
No one. Going commando.
In North Carolina, they're the home of the possum. So to honor that fact, every year, Brasstown, they lower a possum in a box from the heavens to the ground at midnight.
Wait, what? This says
possum.
USA?
Used to be real. Yeah, I guess they lower a possum.
Where?
North Carolina? Brasstown.
No way.
Brasstown, North Carolina.
So they lower.
Instead of the ball drop, it's a possum drop?
Yeah, dropping the possum.
No, it's lowering the possum because dropping the possum would be cruel.
It says the dropping of the possum.
Drop it like it's hot.
Wow.
We used to get Hennessy on New Year's.
Yeah, Mark screwed up that tradition for us.
What are you guys doing for New Year's? What are you kids doing?
I'm actually battling some of the sickness right now, so I'm not sure how capable I'll be for New Year's. Felt it coming on yesterday, came on worse this morning, chugging along. All right, Nate, we got you here. I wanted to ask you about this. Big time comedians asked to sign behavioral agreement for London University gig, and I read more about this.
What?
It's catching on everywhere now. What do you think about this? This is an agreement for comedians to sign before a show
Saying they won't do certain things?
to ensure an environment where love, joy, acceptance are all reciprocated, and all in signing it performers are agreeing to our no tolerance policy with regards to racism, sexism, classism, ageism, homophobia, biphobia, transphobia, xenophobia, Islamophobia, anti-religion, or anti-atheism. Atheism.
Well, I think the great thing about
So
comedy...
you can tell like 3 knock-knock jokes.
Yeah, like what universities? You don't want comedians. I'm sorry, you don't want them. What
Yeah.
you want is a magician or a clown.
Right?
But the magician is lying. We can't promote lies.
I feel like the great thing about comedy most of the time is it seems to transcend like racism because you got people like Louis Black he makes lots of like I guess you could term racist jokes, but he doesn't leave anyone out. He's not being.
Are they
they're
racist
funny.
or racial? Because
Yeah,
there's
There's
a
a
difference.
fine line. Yeah.
There is a difference where
He's
I'm going to
brilliant
sit
with
back
that
and let
line.
Nate take this one as the professional.
if you
Here we go.
if you're out there and calling every black
Plain says bullshit.
African American the N-word, yes, that's going to be racist. But if let's say, I have a joke where, I get arrested and go to an all-black comedy show and I'm the only comic on time, you can probably consider that racist, but it's racial and a true story.
The line? How do you define? I don't know.
For me, I think comedy, there shouldn't be limits to comedy. I mean, now, granted, you'll get into a situation where the booker wants you to be clean, and if you say yes to the gig, be clean. Or if you get hired at a university and they don't want you to do any of that, then don't do it.
Don't you think they should look at your act before hiring you?
Who has time for that? Seriously.
And say, hey, I saw your act. Would you avoid these 3 jokes, please?
That would be very helpful, but they don't do that.
Okay.
There are some people out there that do that, but for the most part, they're just, especially like comedy clubs and whatnot, they just put random comics together that don't fit very well. They just care about butts in the seats.
Okay.
For colleges, especially nowadays in this era of Me Too and of a safe space, don't hire comedians. I don't know. I don't know why colleges keep doing that, and they keep having the same reaction. There was a comic that was just on Joe Rogan's podcast that was kicked off a university show because he was making jokes about how is gay a choice or not. And I used to think that, but then there's this African-American man who's black and gay. Why would you choose to be gay if you're a black man? I mean, this whole black card isn't really working out. I might as well be gay too. That's down that line of jokingly. And he was kicked off stage, and the correspondent or the person that hired him walked up on stage and said, "You're done. Get off the stage," because nobody felt safe.
Oh, nobody felt safe. Well, what happens if you break this contract without knowing you're breaking it? Because a lot of times you would think your joke's fine. Other people don't think your joke's fine. Do you not get paid now?
Yeah.
You don't get paid then?
If it's in the contract, if you do any of the whatever, if you signed it, yeah. If you break the contract, yeah.
Whoa. Yeah. Because they could just review the show afterwards and be like, this was too offensive.
But I think comics have this, and I fall to it too. We don't have the ability to say no to things, like to gigs.
Yeah.
And I think we should step up. No, sorry, not going to do it. And then, a ban on doing colleges. I think we should do that. A ban, just nobody do college shows until they learn to
But there's too many
grow up.
Comedians that would take the college gig.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah. That's how many people would step up and
But there's a lot more of these stories where comics say yes to this to a college gig and go up there and then get booted off or not hired back because they said something that shouldn't be negative, but it is negative towards them.
All right.
Like even Seinfeld, who's squeaky clean, refuses to do college shows because, so they could think he's a homophobic, sexist, mansplaining, whatever, And so it's like, get over yourselves. Sorry, get over yourselves, millennials or whatever you want to call them. Just get over yourselves. Seriously, we're all human. We all live our lives. Grow up a little bit. Experience things.
Yeah.
That's what basically comics are doing, is showing their life experience to you.
In a humorous manner. Hopefully.
In a humorous manner, yeah.
Well, Netflix is responsible, do you think, for this comedy boom that's happening right now with all the specials they're doing? And also do you think they're killing the comedy boom that they created
Yeah,
with
pretty much.
all the
Yeah.
all the specials they're doing?
Well, like, I think I've said this before, but like back in the day, all you had to do was be on Johnny Carson, the Tonight Show, and he'd made your career, especially if you got pulled over to the couch. Now there's, 20 talk shows out there, late night talk shows. So that means there's a comic on 2 or 3 comics a week. Now there's a special for this guy, special for her, special. What makes it special? Like, yes, it gets your name out there. That's probably good, but it's not special. It shouldn't be a special. It's just a Netflix comedy show.
Especially when people, I won't even give names here, but they're on their 4th Netflix special in 5 years. It's like, well, I've never even heard of this person. You're right. It's not special anymore.
Yeah.
And I think the joke is becoming, you got a Netflix special? Big whoop.
Yeah.
Who didn't?
There was a kind of a TV show on Fox called Laughs, created by Steve Hofstetter. Mm-hmm. And, I'm on Laughs. And so that now you can put that on your resume. And so can 500,000 other comedians.
Yeah.
I was on Laughs. Yeah, so was I. I was on Laughs. I was on Laughs.
All right. So, Nate, would you do a college?
No.
No?
Especially a college with all those demanding rules.
UWM calls and has a behavioral agreement. 50
I would-
grand.
Well, 50 grand. I could,
Yeah, because UWM's going to shell out that kind of money.
Well, back in the day, they used to pay money, like corporate gigs and college gigs. Now that there's so many comics out there, they don't pay as much because they realize comics will say yes to doing it for $100.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what kind of show are you going to be able to make around those stipulations? That
You're just going to hope you don't get the shepherd hook off the stage and just hope you get through your act.
your whole gig.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we're going to do something.
Well, like on the Letterman show, Eddie Brill used to book the comedians on Letterman show, and he used to watch the clips and then get back at you. Okay, you should change this joke to this, or do this joke and do this joke and do this joke. Like he crafts your 5 minutes kind of for you, and that way you have the best 5 minutes on set. And if colleges were willing to do that, like you said, watch their material, watch their tape, and say, hey, it's all great except for this, this, and this. Maybe you guys do some work into it and not just, hire a comic willy-nilly, like they hired Michelle Wolf for the correspondence dinner. Yeah, they're comics. They're going to say some, off-color jokes, and so they're thinking about not hiring another comedian for the correspondence dinner. Like, it just, I don't know. It's stupid.
When's it going to stop going downhill?
It's never going to stop going downhill. We're on this train wreck for a long time.
Oh, it's got to bend the other way soon, though.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. All right, I wanted to do something here called a speed rail. This is where the stories aren't good enough for discussion, but the headlines are good enough. So I'm just going to read some some headlines for you if you want to jump in and continue with the story. Because I get so many stories and I read them, and it's like, that ain't making the show.
The headline was better than
was better than the story. So
that's how they get you.
Tom Hanks is playing Mr. Rogers in the upcoming Beautiful Day in a Neighborhood.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Sweet.
Not good enough for a story, but you like to know it.
Yeah, that's cool. He would be a great...
I don't know how I feel about that.
He looked good. I saw a picture of him.
Tom Hanks can play anything.
He's brilliant.
Yeah. Bethel, New York is going to host the 50th anniversary of Woodstock, August 16th through the 18th, the original location.
Huh.
Hippies.
Hippies.
Yeah, the only difference is there's no free love anymore, and it's going to be a controlled environment and no drugs.
Oh, yeah.
No,
so
no offending anybody with nudity, and safe space capsules where you can go and hide from everything.
All right. Burn your Christmas wreaths this year, everybody, please. Infested with elongated hemlock scales, microscopic damage to conifers, which are pine trees. So we fucked that up this year in Wisconsin. We gave away infected Christmas wreaths to everybody. So
nice. Well, hemlock, that brings in the evil spirits.
Yeah, so just burn them. Get rid of them. Chris Brown is charged with 2 counts of possessing a monkey without a permit. A capuchin monkey. You gotta have a permit for a monkey, dude.
Interesting.
I was at the Brett Newski show in Appleton, and he had sent out like a little questionnaire for everybody to do, ask the band anything, and one of them asked, "What did you like about and hated about living in Vietnam?" He lived in Vietnam for a bit.
Oh, monkeys.
And he goes, "Yeah, the one thing I hated was that everybody had a pet monkey, but you couldn't pet the monkeys because they would bite you and they have rabies and they'll kill you. So what's the point of having a pet monkey when you can't pet your pet monkey? You know?"
All right. Macaulay Culkin listened to a fan vote and legally changed his name to Macaulay Culkin.
What? What?
His name is now Macaulay Culkin.
Why?
The fans voted. I think after that commercial he did, the new Christmas commercial, he's grasping at celebrity now, like he should.
Yeah.
Well,
So if we
just
could,
awful.
so if we
That's
put
dumb.
up a petition to have people sign it, would you change your name, Tom Klein? Legally change your name to Tom Klein or Tom the Hulkster Klein?
We'll have to get up there. Oh, speaking of petitions, Railblazers won, but what did you want for one of your names? That would be you guys get to be called.
I'm open for anything, really.
Railblazers? Somebody said like Barroom Heroes or something.
That was Jeff Kruger who said that.
Yeah,
Krieger?
like that you just
Krieger?
had your 2 options and that's it.
They would not
You
let
didn't
me add a
anything
third
else on the
option.
Options.
Sorry, I usually give that stuff to Molly, but
Maybe you should do a couple of the polls with different things on it, and then and let them out in the world
Average
and see what
the totals.
happens. Yeah, and average the totals.
all right. Well, coming up in a bonus, we have a prolific streaker. Lady runs down a porch pirate. Family photo is breaking Twitter. Birds are learning to use Siri to buy stuff.
Oh yeah,
A woman is
Alexa.
charged with fake witchcraft. A boy calls 911 for a bad Christmas present. And a transformer blew early in Friday morning that pretty much looks like Independence Day is taking over. So looks really weird. I got those stories coming up. So please go to our Patreon page, guys. There are 2 things you can do to get a bumper sticker. You could buy a bumper sticker for $5, or you could get it for free with a $5 or more donation.
ooh,
Does
or
that-
more.
$5 or more donation, and
Listen,
we give you a lot of other free stuff.
Yeah, and all the money is going to go towards is making this podcast the best for you guys by providing new mic stands or
We just got a new soundboard.
stuff like that.
Thanks,
and
Mom.
also
A monster ass soundboard now.
also like a lunch budget for me. Gas money to get me here back and forth.
Yeah.
And that sort of thing. So
We're going to be getting more cameras, doing a couple extra shots. We want to build an actual set in this room.
I mean, it's kind of lovely. It looks like we're in a rich man's den
Yeah, I was going for the library. Another
yeah.
Clue-esque.
esque.
Yeah, somebody could be myrtled with a candelabra in here.
Yeah.
Thanks, Molly.
Jules Verne
You're
is
welcome.
up there. That's a nice book.
Yeah,
Is that a fake book? Is that a real book?
that's a real book.
Huh.
That's all his short stories compiled.
Oh, nice.
I have not read it. That is on Mark's side.
The books over
Mark-
here are Mark's, and the books over there are Tom's.
Okay. Principles of Life. Have you read that book, Principles of Life?
No. Do you have the reads at all?
Do
Mark's clipboard?
I do not have it. There was.
Oh,
It's under the table
that's
in front
okay.
of you.
Oh,
Well-
wait, hold on.
We're going to be starting our Twitch up soon, as soon as we get this all situated. We thought we had it going today. We made a mistake. No big deal.
By we, he means Molly.
Molly, I believed in her too hard.
Well, here's where.
We got Blaine saying, much love to you guys from -18 Wyoming. Is that the temperature?
Wow.
Wow. Yeah, that's getting cold out there, huh?
Yakapoo.
It's like 40 here, I think, 35.
Yeah, it's good enough here.
It's a
We'll
balmy.
take it.
It's balmy.
For January, or almost January.
Shorts weather right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, is it? I'm sure it's like a blizzard out there too, Blaine.
All right. Well, thanks for tuning in, Blaine. Share us on Facebook. Do us a favor. That's the easiest way to help us out. Share us, like us, give us a review. Review us on iTunes. Good, bad, indifferent. Just smash the keyboard against your ass and hit enter.
Yeah,
It counts.
just go to iTunes. Rave about us. Hey, if you're gonna have a complaint about us, give us 5 stars.
Yeah.
You can complain, but give us 5 stars.
That'll work.
That'll be confusing. I really hated the show. 5 stars.
But I like to hate stuff, so.
All right. Well, otherwise you can find Off the Rails with Tom and Mark, and sometimes Nate, on Twitter at Off the Rails TM, Facebook.com/Off the Rails TM, Instagram at Off the Rails TM, website offtherailstm.com, email offtherailstm@gmail.com.
Some monk owns offtherails.com, but it's a white guy with a bunch of monks.
Wow.
Yeah, so if you go to offtherails.com, tell the guy to get off that name, because I want it.
And then we'll be on Twitch sooner than later. As Off the Rails with Tom and Mark, no spaces.
Yep.
We're also on SoundCloud,
We're
YouTube, Stitcher, and all your favorite podcast hosting sites.
We're on Twitch. We've started setting up a page. We're just not live streaming to it yet.
Oh, yeah, we're not live streaming to yet.
And we'll be
But
on
we
more.
haven't, yeah.
And make sure to check out Coldwell Banker Home
What
Sale
exactly
Realty.
is Twitch, by the way? Like, what is...
It's mostly used for video
It
games
started out
as watching people play video games, but now it's evolving into more. Remember how Amazon used to only sell books?
Yeah.
Yeah.
it was
That
people,
was it just
people
evolving
streaming
into-
gameplay.
Owning
Why would
everything.
you want to watch somebody playing video
because
games?
to see if
Then
it's
you don't
a
have
game
to
that
buy
you,
the game.
that
It's
you
like
wanna
watching
play.
golf. Why?
To see if it's a game you want to play, and they also will do
True.
walkthroughs.
Okay, all right. I
Via
guess
this,
that
or
makes
I'm
sense.
gonna tackle this really hard part, and you can comment just like on Facebook Live.
And give money.
You can
Ooh,
donate on it.
Nice.
So just another revenue for us to take money out of your pocket and put it into our pockets.
But
And again, all proceeds
All
go to
proceeds are
making
going
this
to this show. It's
Yeah.
going to be awesome.
Twitch has turned a lot more towards like podcasting and all that other stuff lately.
nice.
So, and they're hooked up with Amazon Prime too. So
Yeah.
Do celebrities use Twitch as well? Like going around?
I think
Probably.
Michael J. Fox.
Oh,
That is offensive, sir. And you cannot do a college gig, all
He's
right?
been using CBD oil.
You are not allowed in colleges. Michael J. Fox. That's funny.
All right.
Don't pick on Michael J. Fox.
Well,
He's a
on
sweetheart.
my Michael J. Fox joke, I think we can wrap it up. Remember, universe, we're not good enough for you.
We're great. Boom.
Boom.